friends, welcome back to Rustic and Lace DIY. Today I'm participating with my original collaboration group. I'll let you know more about that and the theme in a few minutes. But first of all, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Brenda and I am so happy you're here today. If you're returning, welcome back. I appreciate you all so very much. So with all that being said, let's get to crafting. Okay, here's DIY number 1. So for this DIY, I'm going to use this little, I don't know what they call it. It's a garden wreath form, I think, or metal cone wreath form. There you go. I got this from Dollar Tree this spring. One of these pumpkins that normally has the alligator clips on it. Some leaves that I have. I got those last year from Amazon. A mop head from Dollar Tree. And then this burlap, I got this from Hobby Lobby in their clearance section. So I'm going to start off by cutting off some of that burlap. I didn't measure, I just kind of eyed it and cut off. I folded it in half, and then I'm just like making a seam on the bottom here by hot gluing a portion of it up to the top like you see me doing here. Or not up to the top, but up onto itself, I guess is a better way of saying that. Then after that, I'm just putting a little hot glue on my wreath form here, and then I'm going to attach that burlap. And then I'm going to wrap it around and fold that rough edge in, and I'm going to just hot glue it, hold it there for a few seconds, and then I'm going to hot glue it onto the burlap. And this is going to be this back part of our gnome. And you guys, this is my very first time of ever making a gnome. I've never really been into the gnomes, but I figured I'd go ahead and give it a try for this this challenge that my original group is doing. So as you can see there, I just tucked in the edges, and then I'm just going to hot glue the burlap together all the way going up that burlap there. And once I get this done, which will be in a minute, I'm going to use some twine here, and I'm just going to tie it around the top part just to kind of scrunch it in a little bit, just to give it a little bit of shape. And I just tie a knot there, and then this was actually came off a sign. It was a hanger, so I'm just cutting off the ends there. And then I took the mop head. Now that black piece comes right off. You just have to pull and it comes right off. And then I'm going to take some of these pieces, and I'm just going to start unraveling them. There's like 4, some of them had 5 strands. And if you just kind of unravel the bottom, actually I ended up just taking like 2 in both hands and just kind of pulling apart, and then they would come apart really easily. But once I got, I don't know how many, I just did quite a few, and then I just started hot gluing them. And what I do here is I put a little hot glue on the burlap, and then I cut it down to size, and then I add some more hot glue, add the rest of that mop strands, and then I'm going to cut that down, and then I just kept going around, and I went all the way around, and then I did a second layer because I wanted this to be really full. Now if you recreate this, you might want to spray paint the wreath form if you use a wreath form white, so that way it's not as noticeable. That was one of the reasons why I double layered it, was because I didn't want you to see that white. Then I took an alligator clip and hot glued it into that pumpkin, and I thought, hey, this is a fall gnome, why not give him a pumpkin nose? So I don't know, you have to let me know what you think, if it looks a little corny or not. But after I had that on there, I took some more strands, and I'm just hot gluing some more of those mop strands right above it, just to kind of cover the edge of the pumpkin a little bit, so it looks more like the nose is poking out instead of being right on top of the beard. And I did a few different layers there. And then after that, when I was all done, I took some ribbon, and I'm just going to hot glue it all the way around the top of my mop strands, just to kind of cover that rough edge. And yeah, so you'll see what I do next here after I show this. But like I said, you guys, I have never made a gnome before. This is the first time of ever making a gnome. You'll have to let me know what you think about this. It's pretty easy. The longest part was just unraveling the strands and working with that burlap. So once I had my ribbon all the way on, I did actually go around the top where I tied the twine around it with some of that ribbon too. But then I took these leaves and I'm just hot gluing them on his little hat here, because you know he is a fall gnome. And after I have those hot glued on, what do? I don't remember. I just did this today and I don't even remember what I did. I took some of these wood leaves and then I'm just hot gluing one on top of those, each set of those 2 leaves there. And then I took these lights that I got from Dollar Tree. They're just some little fairy lights, and I used a clip and clipped them on inside, and there it is. I think it is really cute. You'll have to let me know what you think about it. I guess it's not too bad for my first gnome. You'll have to let me know what you think. And here it is with some of my lights off so you can see how it glows. Okay, so today, like I said in the beginning, I am participating with my original collaboration group, and it's hosted every month by Krista with Krista's Crafty Life, and this month's co-host is Connie with Connie's Creative Creations. This month's theme is gnomes. It's I Love Fall Gnome Matter What. So make sure you check out their channels and the playlist to get all kinds of gnome ideas. So a time for celebration of your recreation. I'm going to say wonderful job to Tracy. She sent me some pictures of some creations she just made. They are just really pretty. Thank you so much, Tracy. And then I got this email from Carla. She kind of recreated. She used some of the stuff, same stuff that I use, and you did a wonderful job, Carla. They're very beautiful. If you have any creations or recreations that you would like me to showcase, you can send them to me at my email address there, or you can send them to me through my Instagram or Facebook Messenger. I'd be happy to showcase them for you. And you can find the links to those accounts in my link tree in the description box below too. Okay, so here's DIY number 2. So this DIY, I'm going to use this sign I got this fall from Dollar Tree, my Plaster chalk paint by Waverly, and this adorable picture. I downloaded this. I paid $1.50 from Etsy. I'll try and post a link to that Etsy shop in my description box if you're interested, but I thought it was so cute I had to use this. So I'm going to start off by removing this truck. I removed the hanger as well as the bow that was on the front as well. And then I did tear off some of the paper on the front just because a lot of it was hanging over the edge. But then after that was all done, I just took the back side of it and I took this chip brush from Dollar Tree with my Waverly chalk paint in the color Plaster. And I'm just doing a real thick dry brushing over the back part of this. And then I just kept doing that until I got it the way I liked it. And once I have that all done, what am I going to do? I'm going to use some water on a, here I'm just finishing up, on a paintbrush to go around the edge of my picture just to tear it, to make it just kind of have those good worn edges look. If you're new here, I want to say welcome. Again, my name is Brenda. I am so happy you stopped by today. If you like today's video and home decor on a budget, holiday decor, thrift flips, gift ideas, I invite you to hit that red subscribe button and become part of our YouTube family. And then let me know in the comment box that you're new here. I'd love to get to know you. And then you guys, if you like today's video, make sure you give me that thumbs up and comment, because you all know that helps my channel grow. So here I am just adding my Mod Podge onto my sign, and then I let it dry. And once it was dry, I add my picture. I add some parchment paper, and then I'm going to take my little heat press. I do think I have this in my Amazon store if anyone's interested, but I really love the way this thing works. But I'm just going to go over my picture here, because that what's the word I'm looking for? It gets the glue to stick on the paper. And then after that, I am going to go over that picture with my Mod Podge again. And then once that was dry, I did the same thing with the parchment paper and my heat press. And that way it just made sure there was no wrinkles. Then I kind of wanted to have the edges a little darker, and I don't know, it wasn't working out right, or wasn't looking quite right. So I just took my brush here, and I'm just going to kind of brush around the edge. I do kind of brush some of the picture but just wipe it off and kind of smear it in. I didn't want it super dark, but I just wanted to add some antiquing kind of to it. You guys, I really thank you all for watching. I am, as of the time I'm recording this, I'm like 4 away from my 10,000, so I'm sure I'm going to make that here in the next day. I appreciate every one of you. I will have a giveaway. I am going to probably not do any more videos this week. I will have a video either Sunday or Monday. I haven't decided yet. As you might know from my previous video, I just need a little bit of a break. I've just kind of been on overload. And I need to take a break. And I had to get this one done. I do have to get one more done before the 1st. But I will be back for sure on the 1st. I will be back either Sunday or Monday as well. But the 1st, you guys, we will be starting our Christmas DIYs. Can you believe it? Christmas already? Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. And I need to rest up before then. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so here I'm just taking 6 tumbling tower blocks, and I'm gluing 3 of them together, so I have 2 sets of 3, and then I'm painting them with my plaster. And then once they are dry, I'm just going to hot glue them, one to the front and one to the back of my sign here, so that way we have a sign that stands. Now, unfortunately, I only have 2 DIYs for you today. Like I said, I've been really tired, and I worked the best that I could to get these 2 done. I wanted to do a 3rd one, but I was wiped out after this one. So I only have 2, but I love this one. I love that gnome with that pumpkin spice latte. I just thought it was so stinking adorable, and I knew I wanted to do this. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do a finger bow. So, well, I don't know. I'm going to post another link, but you wrap it around 2 of your fingers. You take the end, you go between your fingers, then you go underneath that wrap, and then you tighten. So I'll post a link to somebody who gives a better tutorial, but I had this slowed down. Hopefully you guys can kind of see what I did. You can also rewind it and look at it again. But I'm practicing on these because I really like the way they look. And so I'll get better. I'm already getting better. I'm already starting to get the hang of it. I didn't have to watch the video as much this time. So I'm just going to hot glue that on top, and then I am just going to dovetail the ends. And that is all there is for this one. I think it is adorable, and you'll have to let me know what you think too. I'm sure you're going to love this one as well. I absolutely love those little gnomes. They are so cute. Anyways, okay, the final reveal is coming up. But again, guys, I thank you all so much. You guys are so special to me, and I thank you all for the kind words of telling me to rest up and take care of myself. I truly appreciate it. So I will be back for sure either Sunday or Monday, so make sure you have those notification bells set. And make sure you check out the ladies' videos. And with all that being said, you guys have a blessed week. And I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.